Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's YouTube and Facebook Live. I'm going to be queuing in everybody from Facebook here in just a second. Thank you for your patience. I know I'm a few minutes late hopping on here. I just want to make sure that it is working for everybody over here on YouTube as we have people jumping on. So today we are going to be discussing a whole bunch of different things. So I'm excited that you guys are all here. Let's tune in everybody from Facebook here at the same time. So hold on just one second. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Facebook and YouTube Live. We have people tuning in from all over the world. Welcome. Chris, you're the first person I'm seeing on here. Hi. And Shara's here from Florida. Hello from Minnesota. And we've got people from Mount Pleasant, Utah. Hi, Jenna. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here tuning in from Facebook as well. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of different things. It's always fun to make those connections. So do be sure to leave a comment where you were from. It's so fun to make those connections. We have viewers from all over the world. We've got Cindy tuning in from New Hampshire. Good afternoon from New York. Hi, Sandy. We've got Stephanie Browning tuning in from Anaheim, California. Kathy, it is good to see you on here as well. Nancy is tuning in. Hello, welcome. Chris is from Phoenix. We've got somebody tuning in from Israel. Christy is from Texas. Good afternoon. Tammy is from Oregon. Kathy, it is good to see you on here. And Gina is from Connecticut. Welcome. Tina is from Tennessee. You guys, we have just got comments flying on both of these platforms right now. So I'm going to do my best to keep up with the comments that are coming in. Eric, hello. Jamie is from Ontario, Canada. Welcome. Deborah is from Vegas, and Whitney is just tuned in as well. Okay, let's dive in here. Today, we're going to be talking about the importance of balancing life as a mom, self-care with raising kids. We're going to be talking about the quintuplets' upcoming birthday. They'll be turning 7 here in just a little bit. We'll be talking about first crushes and, of course, life updates. So I'm so glad you guys are all here. We've got tons of comments coming in. People are from Ireland. Jan, it's good to see you. Whidbey Island. Somebody is tuning in. Rhonda is from Ohio. Welcome. Suzanne Best is watching. My mother's maiden name was Best, so we could be related. That's pretty cool. Mary is from Tennessee. Hi, Mary. And Judy says, so cute. She's seen her shadow. Okay. It is weird to see two different images of myself right now as we are filming this, but I thought it was a fun way to interact with everybody at the same time while my kids are at school. Nancy says, happy Wednesday. I'm online. And she says hi to everyone. Candy's tuning in as well. Okay, guys, let's start diving into these questions that came in. We've had tons of questions come in. Okay, the first question, you guys. So if you are tuning in from Facebook, we've had lots of questions coming in about how do I watch your show. So if you have noticed, I've been leaving links to my YouTube channel. I have not been paid by Facebook for over 5 months now, and I have tried everything to resolve that issue. But unfortunately, in the meantime, Facebook has not paid me. So I'm giving you guys links to come on over and follow us over on 5 to Love on our YouTube channel. That way I can monetize for my family and provide for my family. So if you would come on over to YouTube, head on over to 5 to Love, give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe for notifications. That way you will never miss a vlog. And then Shelly said the same thing. I don't see many videos. How are you making a living? So I have started editing my own videos. It is a learning curve. There is a lot to learn when it comes to editing your own content for videos. And then I also am able to provide for my family through sponsorships. So if you're not following me on YouTube, it's 5 to Love. And if you are not following us over on Instagram, it's under jamie.scott. I would love for you guys to come and support us on both of those channels. It provides opportunities for my children to be able to do things they wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to do. So I'm so grateful that all of you guys support our family. We are so very grateful. Okay, Alicia asked the next question. What is your typical morning, afternoon, and evening routine like? So I think this would make a really great vlog and an Instagram reel if I created this. So our typical morning on a school day, my kids are usually up between 7 and 7:30. The way we do things at my house is I have all of my kids get dressed for the morning, including socks and shoes, and then they can eat their breakfast. That way I don't like my kids are just a little bit more motivated to get done what they need to get done. And then I go straight into helping all the kids now that they're older. They can make a lot of their own breakfast, but they still sometimes need help pouring their milk or getting specific things. And then I go straight from that to making 5 lunches. Now, some of my kids want to do like school lunch. So they have each of their own preferences. And so some days I'm multitasking that. And then my kids, we go and do hair right after that. I usually let them watch like a little show on YouTube while they're getting their hair done. The girls get to decide their own hairstyle. Some of them have opinions of their own and want to do their own hair, while others want like braids or a ponytail or something very specific. And then once my kids have completed like their morning routine, then they are allowed to play. So they usually have about 20 to 30 minutes on any given morning before school starts where they can play, where they can color, where they can read, or just get going for the day. So that's pretty much like our morning routine of what we do. And then afternoon, they come home from school, they grab a snack, and then if they have homework, they work on their homework. Most of them don't have homework. It's mainly just Lily that has a little bit of homework. And then my kids just play until dinner time. And then as far as evening routine, I do baths every single night. We are trying to do better about brushing our teeth, but gosh, by the end of the day, I'm usually just so tired. So I'm trying to teach my kids those independent skills so that we can function as a family the very best that we can. Okay, Jessica asks, what do you do with the quince clothes once they outgrow them? Um, for the most part, I mean, my kids are almost 7. Up until this point, I have given away every single item of clothing, every baby item to either like a twin mom or a triplet mom or a quintuplet family. Because just between God and I promised that whatever I had, I would share with others. But at this point, our finances are a little bit tighter. And so from this point on, I'll probably be consigning their clothing. Um, but for the most part, I've just shared what we have with others that have twins or multiples. Okay, Maggie says, could you do more shopping videos? Their clothing is so cute. Thank you. I really am trying to budget. Some of the clothing that my kids are wearing right now has actually been sent in by viewers from the PO box. And so the girls really have their own sense of style now and personality. So they love being little fashionistas. So we've had several outfits come in from viewers that they have gifted us, and my girls just love them. But for the most part, I shop at like right now, I'm shopping at Walmart. I'm shopping at Target when they have like clearance or good deals. Walmart surprisingly has really good deals on things like excuse me, like Carter's clothes or I'm sorry, Carter's shoes for like $10. So lately I've bought my quintuplets shoes from Walmart and they've been really great quality, both the Walmart brand and then the Carter brand. I've noticed they have clearance. So if you go to walmart.com and you type in Carter's, you'll find like $10 shoes. So I've stocked up for my kids and it has been awesome. It's cheaper than actually shopping at Carter's or on Amazon buying Carter's. But yeah, that would be fun to do like a shopping video, like a clothing haul of some of the things that I have started getting for my kids. You guys in St. George have had some crazy weather here. It snowed one day and then we were wearing shorts the next day. So it has been really interesting weather and I feel like I need to have some clothing that is shorts for my kids right now, but then I also still need coats, jackets, and long sleeve types of things. So living in Southern Utah is interesting with clothing. Francine asks, are you still in a relationship with the same guy? Yes, I have been dating Chad, I want to say for almost 7 months now. It'll be a year. In May, we have been dating. Julia says, can I send clothes, sizes, etc.? That would honestly be wonderful. We'd be super grateful. My kids wear size 7. When it comes to clothing, if it's shorts, they still are wearing size 6. Nancy asks, what is your favorite place to do online shopping? I really love Walmart online right now. They're coming out with some really cute things, even for women's apparel, and it's affordable. So I really appreciate how Walmart has upped their game. I still love shopping on Amazon. They have good deals on occasion. Let's see, Nancy says that's been a fast 7 months. Yes, it still feels like I don't know, it feels like I've known Chad forever, but then it also feels like we just started dating at the same time. Maybe it's because 'cause I'm getting older, but I enjoy spending time with him every single day. As far as online shopping, I still love shopping good deals, and I shop, like, on holidays and then off season. So my favorite is, like, um, clearance on clearance with the discount code. That's my kind of shopping. I don't know if anybody else is that way. Um, Somebody just said, Rachel said, "What did it snow?" I probably slept through it. Rachel, didn't it snow like last week? I want to say it snowed because I actually planted flowers. So if you guys just saw my Instagram reel that I made today, I did that I filmed that like 2 weeks ago, and I planted flowers for my front porch because it was so warm outside. Well, anyway, one of the days it snowed, so some of my flowers are dead now, but it was really pretty while they lasted. But hopefully the stores start coming out with more flowers because it is my favorite time of year. Maggie asks, are there any good outlets near you? In England, you can get clothing for 5 or so pounds. Okay, so what's the equivalent of 5 pounds here in US dollars? Is that the same? Pounds versus dollars? I'm not sure. As far as like clothing, I really have noticed Walmart, like I said, is up to their game and they've had clearance. So this is kind of that season where they're turning over like their winter clothes. So I try and shop like off season for my kids. And lately I have been sizing up with some things like jackets so that they'll last us for a couple years. Um, Let's see. Maggie says normally there's a reward program that can be super beneficial and they spring up discounts. Chris Carter says the equivalent of pounds is like 650 in dollars. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm really loving Walmart right now for like spring outfits for my kids. They've really come out with some cute things. So I've been trying to save up so that I can do like a shopping haul for my kids with the warmer season. But I did put away some clothes from last season. My favorite time to shop actually is during the month of July. I don't know why, but I get the best deals during the month of July and then the end of Easter. And those are colors that my kids like look really good in. So that's typically when I do shopping for the little kids. Okay, you guys are telling me the equivalence of pounds versus American dollars, which is super helpful. Marlene asks, how is little grandma? She is doing well. I missed her. I actually didn't get to see her this Sunday. We usually get together. Um, for Sunday dinners, but we were out of town. We went up to the Smith family cabin and I was hoping to get the vlog out, but you guys, editing my own videos is just taking me a hot minute to learn how to do. So, um, the kids will be home pretty soon here. And then hopefully when they go to bed tonight, I'll be working on that again and I'll have a vlog for you guys by tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as I am learning the ropes of that. Okay. Heather asks, how will you pay for college? This is the question that every quintuplet hire multiple family asks. Shaden, Skylar, my kid's dad and I, that first semester helped him out during that first semester. He was a walk-on for the soccer team, so he was really hoping to be able to get a soccer scholarship, but it didn't happen the first semester. But the second semester, or maybe the third, he was able to start paying his own way as he was learning the art of paying your college tuition, working multiple jobs, balancing, having a social life, all of those things. And I'm really proud of him. He's done really well. So he has paved his own way by getting good grades, um different programs that they offer there up at the college he's been attending has been wonderful at helping to pay for for his college. As far as Landon, he's now in the ninth grade, which is considered high school, although he's at the middle school. So grades count beginning in the ninth grade. So we've been talking to Landon a lot about the importance of doing his best when it comes to school and homework and classes so that he can get good grades and hopefully a scholarship. So that is going to be something that I will be teaching my kids. And I think as co-parents, we'll be teaching our kids the importance of, because they really are going to need to pave their own way as far as college tuition and education. For me, financially, things are just tighter than they once were. And so it's important for my kids to understand hard work and putting in that energy and effort into getting good grades. And hopefully, I think Landon's plan is actually looking at a community college or staying local to Utah, wherever he can get a scholarship. So that was how I went to school. That was how my kids' dad went to school. And then we just worked jobs here and there to make up the difference. Hopefully that answers your questions. How do we get your address to send the kids a gift to the PO box is Christy Wolf's question. So if you are tuning in on YouTube or Facebook, if you scroll to the very top of my page, it will include our PO box. So you are welcome to send things there. Christine asked, do you have any pets like dogs or cats? At my house, I don't, but at my kids' dad's house, they do have a cat that they really, really love. Um, Someone said, Shaden is such a nice young man. This is how my son could study too, by working two jobs besides the studies. Today, he's a teacher. I love that. I just think it's good for kids to understand the importance of work. And then as parents, helping them along the way as they are learning those skills of adulting. Okay, next question. Do you meal plan the weeks that you have the kids? As far as the weeks I have the kids, so if you guys didn't know this, my kids' dad and I alternate weeks that we have the kids. Having quintuplets, it honestly just makes things easier. So we do 7 days on and 7 days off. So I have my kids every other week. And because of food allergies, I do have some picky eaters. And so it's pretty simple as far as meal planning, what we're going to make for the week. My kids love chicken nuggets. They love chicken. They love like yogurt parfaits. They actually call it a buffet. They love getting to decide individually what they want as far as like toppings on their parfaits. So those are things that we typically do. My kids love bacon. My kids love ham. My kids love cereal. My kids love making German pancakes. They love pancakes. They love French toast. So as far as like affordable, inexpensive meals, those are kind of the things that they like to eat in our home. And they like helping make dinner. So like last night we had hot dogs with mac and cheese, and the kids love helping in the kitchen. So I don't exactly meal plan, but we do have like our basic 3 or 4 things that I know my whole family will eat, and we can do variations of those foods for my kids that do have the allergies. Hello from South Dakota. Hi, Kim. It's good to see you. Christine, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, next question is from Janet Davis, 6 kids. Did Shaden and Tatum decide when they are getting married? So if you haven't heard, Shaden and Tatum have been dating for several years now, and they are getting married. They are engaged. They haven't set a date yet, so stay tuned for that. I will let you know as soon as they tell me the actual month that they are thinking about getting married in. Carol Ann asks, is it difficult to keep track of 4 classrooms and activities such as parties, homework, etc.? So the quintuplets are in 4 different first grade classes. Violet and Lincoln are in the same class, and it's worked out really well. The only tricky part is when we do have class parties, I want to be at every single class party, and the class parties are always at the same exact time. So what I've done is I've rotated. So for Valentine's party, I was with Violet and Lincoln first. And then I spent about 10 to 15 minutes kind of, I don't know the word, floating from each classroom. So I got to spend time with each of my kids. Normally, with raising the quints like the last year, I was able to go to each class party like 30 minutes or 30 minutes, or rotate which party I helped out at. But it's a little bit different because the quints are in different classes. But my kids love sharing that time with me as their mom, and so that's what's worked this year. Hopefully that answers your question. What are you thinking as far as the Quint's birthday plans? We will be discussing that here in just a minute, because that is a question that somebody just asked. Darlene asks, do you make homemade pizzas? My grandkids love making their own. We have done that on occasion. My kids love pizza. But I need a good recipe or a suggestion. If you guys want to leave me a link in the comments of a recipe that's inexpensive, simple to make as far as like pizza crust and pizza toppings. Some of my kids are allergic to tomatoes. So as far as a tomato-based topping, they can't have that. They would need like an Alfredo-based or like an olive oil type um base, and then like cheese on top. Pepperoni is still dicey because Violet and Logan get super, super itchy because it's highly processed. So we kind of have to simplify. Let's see. Greetings from Germany. Hello. I love dogs. I love dogs too. I used to own a dog and she was the sweetest thing. Her name was Chloe. But I haven't had a dog in a very, very long time. Alea asks, what are the quintuplets' favorite foods? I think all my kids love pizza. Hands down, all my kids love French toast and they love it with homemade syrup. Okay, next question is from Gina. Are the quintuplets excited for their 7th birthday party next month? And what do they want? Okay, we just got over Christmas, and as soon as Christmas was over, my kids were already talking about their birthdays. And that is something the little girls especially are excited about and looking forward to. My little girls are really into LOL dolls. They are like these tiny little Barbie-sized dolls, I guess you could say. And Daisy really, really wants an LOL doll. Those are her favorite. She loves like coloring books from the dollar store that are LOL. She loves stickers, arts and crafts. Violet and Lily want the same things. They've talked about also wanting a Barbie. So my girls are really into creating. Um, they love dress ups. They love arts and crafts. As far as my boys, they really love Legos and they love Pokemon right now. That's really big for Lincoln. He likes collecting Pokemon. And Logan loves like building things. So those are all things that my kids have talked about for their birthday parties. As far as plans, a lot of these class parties Okay, this is tricky with quintuplets. My kids get invited to birthday parties, and I think the classroom rule is if you bring an invitation to one kid at school, you pretty much need to invite the whole classroom. So if I were to do that, I would be inviting the entire first grade class to my kid's birthday party. And I don't know how I feel about that because that's a lot of kids. So we'll probably do some sort of family birthday party. If I do like a friend birthday party, I'd probably do it at the park because honestly, that's a lot of kids in my house if I had the entire first grade class at my house for their birthdays. Okay, Maggie says she has an allergy to tomatoes. Substitutes, she likes to use like pesto. Okay, pesto could work. Red peppers could work. My kids are allergic to peppers, some of them, so that's a little tricky. Peppers, squashes, they can't have tomatoes, they can't have, so it does get a little tricky with food allergies. But if we keep things simple, like a cheese pizza with some sort of like olive oil base, I think my kids could eat that and be just fine. I will be 48 on the 23rd of March. We share our birthday. I can't remember the Quinn's actual day. The quintuplet's birthday, I think, now I can't think of it. I'm a little under the weather with the cold today. I think it's March 21st is their birthday, and they were born in 2018. It's a pretty good time to have a birthday. Okay. Next question is from John and Ellen. How do you find time for yourself to exercise, to read, and other activities that you enjoy? So like I said before, I alternate with my co-parent every other week, spending time with the kids. So I primarily take that time for myself either when my kids are at school or the weeks that I don't have my kids. I do love reading. I did read a book last week. I really like self-help books, and I've been reading some co-parenting books lately that have been really great. So I started one, finished that. I had already read it before, so it was a really quick read. And then I started a second one because as the kids are getting older, it does require more communication between us as parents. So those have been really helpful. I don't read as much as I want to though, because I'm now editing my videos and it takes me a while to learn how to do that. And then I'm just busy with the kids. Let's see. Somebody said, "Could you do a bit of a special party at the school?" Wendy, I actually like that suggestion. I know that you can bring in like a special treat for your child on their birthday, and maybe that's a way that I can involve my kids' friends without it being over the top or being overwhelming as far as having that many kids to host at a birthday party. I actually love that idea, and I'll probably be writing that down because I think that's a fabulous idea. Okay, somebody said they use Grand Biscuits to make like little mini pizzas for their kids. We did that when I was a kid, growing up. Somebody asked, do the kids still suck on their bunnies? No, Violet has graduated from that, which I'm so grateful. It was like her comfort item, but it was getting harder because of the amount of washings that I would have to do daily just to keep everything sanitized. And also, like when my kids get sick, they all start to get sick, just not at the same time. And so having like it was a hygiene reason. So no, she doesn't have her bunny anymore. Pat asked, "Are you still with Chad? I haven't seen him lately." Yes, he comes over and visits our family every day after work, and then he goes home each night. So no, we don't live together. I've had people ask that question too. No, but we do love spending time together, and he loves spending time with his own kids and with mine. So it's been wonderful. Dory says, my youngest daughter turned 23 today. They do grow up fast. And I finally got my first grandbaby, estimated around September 19th. That's so exciting. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to your daughter. Somebody said they sent Pokemon cards that hopefully they've gotten to your PO box. Okay, I have not checked the post office in a while. I did receive a couple of messages that I do have packages there, so I should probably go check. We've got people tuning in from Scotland. Welcome. Okay, next question. So as far as like exercising, I do wish I could exercise more. Um, but I just have to do it in creative ways. So I took my kids to the park for a couple hours yesterday because I knew I would get sunshine and I knew that I could push my kids around on the swings for exercise and around like the little merry-go-round thing. So I just have to think creatively and outside the box sometimes when it comes to exercising, if I want to read a book and other activities that are just for myself, but I tend to do those things when I don't have my kids. Somebody asks, can you do a house tour in one of your vlogs? Sure, I would love to. I'm hoping to get bunk beds actually for my little boys. So we will see. They've really been asking for that. And it would be nice because it would free up some floor space so that they would have more room to play. Okay, next question is from somebody. This person asks, she says, I'm currently going through a divorce. How did you make it through? This is so hard. Divorce is definitely not ideal for families. It's a very sensitive topic. I still find it's a sensitive thing that I do get asked about. I think it's one where it can be really helpful to talk with a therapist or a counselor, because they can be a really great guide as you are going through that process. I think having a good friend that you can confide in, that's a wonderful support system to you, is wonderful. I think if I could go back in time, like 3 years ago, like what would I tell myself? I think I would just give myself a hug and say, you're going to be okay and your kids are gonna be okay. I think that was at the forefront, of my mind when I chose divorce. Kids are resilient, and they can still experience love in both homes from their parents, and parents can still work together in co-parenting their kids. So I think that would be, what I've learned in the process is that life can be better. And sometimes it is best for your family. So that's been my experience. I know it's something I don't talk about a lot, but that has been my experience. Okay, Melissa asks, did you go to any parade of homes? We are coming to St. George tomorrow. So right now, in our community right now, they're having something called the Parade of Homes, and that is where builders and other types of sponsors will put money into these homes, and then people can tour these homes in Southern Utah. They can purchase them, but it's also fun for interior design, and creative ideas to like decorate your home. I was actually offered a couple of Parade of Homes tickets and I had the opportunity to go, but I was actually out of town, so I didn't go and I'm busy working. But that's exciting, Melissa. I'm glad that you're coming down. Enjoy our weather here in Southern Utah. It's another beautiful day here. Charlie says, respect for how you provide for your family. You're so brave. What's the hardest part in editing yourself? I think the hardest part of editing my own vlogs now is it is a learning curve. I think I've mentioned this before. My first vlog was about 5 or 6 minutes, and it took me 10.5 hours just to learn how to edit that vlog. I think the hardest part, and I've been getting good feedback from everyone, is this balance of the music and people talking. So that's something that I've been very cognizant about as I am filming these and recording these and editing these videos for you guys, is making sure it's balanced. I know a lot of our viewers do wear hearing aids, and so it really is important that that is balanced for you all. I think the hardest part, though, that I would say is if I have since I've never taken a class on how to edit videos, anytime I have a question, I have to look it up on YouTube, and sometimes I don't have the vocabulary to type in what exactly it is that I'm wanting to do. So sometimes that's a little bit frustrating, but I do love creating. I do love sharing just a day in our life with my family. And I find it like really satisfying to be able to look back at these sweet moments of my kids' childhood and have it put to music. And my kids are actually starting to understand that that's what I've started doing too. Somebody said they have a home in Tennessee, or they're okay. Laura, that sounds nice. You get to travel to Tennessee. That's gonna be nice. Okay, Christy says, thank you. I am hearing impaired. Okay, so I am trying to work on that. So if you guys will continue to be patient with me and positive in your comments as I am learning how to edit these vlogs, I really appreciate that. Okay, next question is from Maria. Are you getting married and do you want more kids? This question was asked more than once in the DMs, and I have several questions that have come in about, are you getting married? I would love to get remarried. I will say that. I would love to be remarried. Do I want more kids? That was something that I think I would have considered if I were a little bit younger. But I have had a hysterectomy, so I'm not able to carry my own child. Technically, I could have a child, but it would have to be through surrogacy. That would genetically be half mine. So technically, yes, I could have another child. It would need to be through a surrogate. I am 40 years old, so I don't think I want more children that I physically would have to raise. As far as being a stepmom, though, or a step parent, that's something that I definitely think I could be very supportive with the person that I do choose to marry. I hope that answers your question. So as far as like, do you want more kids? Physically, no. Would I like to get remarried? Yes, I would. Okay, Corinna asked, which of the quintuplets has the closest bond with Chad, my boyfriend Chad, and who has the closest bond with their mom? I asked Chad this question actually last night because we were looking over some of the questions that had come in. I think each of my kids have a unique relationship with Chad. And I think it's a healthy one. Each of my kids, even though they're quintuplets, and my older two boys are so very unique and so very different. So they each enjoy doing different activities with Chad. Logan and Lincoln really love building Legos with Chad. That's something they look forward to. And it's something as far as like teaching, responsibility, cleaning up, things that like or reward system that my kids can look forward to. That's something that really motivates my boys. So that's something that they look forward to doing when he comes home from work and spends time with my family. As far as the girls, I think each of them are like super different too. Some of my kids, like some days are hot days and some days are cold days. So like Daisy, some days just wants her space, and then some days she just wants to like snuggle up and watch a show when we're all just watching TV with Chad. So it just kind of depends on the day. Um, yeah, Violet and Daisy are different too. So they and Lily too. They each just have different things that they enjoy doing, and how we all spend time together. Who has the closest bond with their mom? I definitely would say that my little boys are mama's boys. I think they really love their moms. I think Landon was that way and Shaden was that way. Shaden was also a pretty independent little kid, and little boy, but I do see similarities in my kids. Okay, Barbara asks, how old are you? I am 40 years old. So I turned 40 back in October. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of this Facebook and YouTube live today. I really enjoyed spending time with you all. And we will do another one next week. If you have more questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments below. I do appreciate your continued love and support of my family. If you're not already following us over on YouTube, it is under 5 to Love. Be sure to like this video and subscribe, and make sure you sign up for notifications so you know when I'm doing an impromptu live. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Diana asks, how are the triple bunk beds working for the girls? My girls absolutely love them. We've had no issues with those beds. It's really, really been a wonderful solution in freeing up floor space for my kids. And I found one that matches with my kids' bedding. So we love it. Okay. Love you guys. We will catch you the next live video. And I hopefully will have a vlog coming out really, really soon. I'm going to go pick up the kids from school. Love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.